Good evening, everybody. My name is Michelle from michellefucht.com, and we are doing a Facebook Live on manifestation and what are the 6 steps that you can do consistently to ensure smooth manifestation. So I really want to welcome you here, everybody. If you are in, please say hi, tell us that you are here. And let's just share an evening of knowledge and inspiration and be encouraged and motivated to really go for those dreams that you want, to go for that which you really want to change and the realities that you really want to create. And I will be sharing some of the steps and some of the tools that I have in my manifestation journey. It is a divine guidance coaching journey for 7 weeks that I do with individuals one-on-one. And I'll just be sharing some of the guidelines and tools in there for you this evening so that manifestation can be easier for you. A lot of clients that sign up for this journey really just say, why is it so hard? And I do gratitude and I do visualization and I do everything, and why is it not working for me? So I will be sharing for you the six steps that you can implement from today to really make manifestation work for you and to be open to receiving and to be open to receive miracles in your own life. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And if you are here, please say hi and let us know that you are here. I really, just before we start, want to just share this this video now on my profile. So just please bear with me for a minute as we do that. And thank you for joining in and doing this with me. Right. Let's just do that. Let's go back and share it. Okay. Hi, Mommy. Thank you so much for joining in. If you are watching, please say hi. And please tell us that you are here and you are most welcome. What is manifestation really? And what does it mean if we talk about manifestation? In my world, and what I believe is in the simplicity of manifestation. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. It's the simplicity of it. In its essence, manifestation is really about ask, believe, receive. Those 3 steps. And we actually apply manifestation every single day of our lives, because if you think about your reality, compare your reality to your thoughts. Compare what you are receiving to what you are thinking about life. And isn't it when you are positive and you are upbeat and you have faith in something, then eventually what you had faith in arrived. Eventually what you had faith in, the evidence showed up for you at one or other stage, because nothing deterred you. You had absolute faith in what you were creating, in what you were asking, in what you were wanting, that it then showed up for you. So what we're saying and what I'm suggesting is that there is a law of manifestation in the universe already. There is a system, and this system works. And whether you apply this system negatively, or whether you apply the system positively, the system works. So what you're pondering on, what you keep on thinking, is what you're manifesting. And your reality mirrors that which you believe in, that which you are attracting to you, that which you are thinking about. And the difficulty for us, what we struggle so most with, is that we keep on focusing on the negative. For example, if something happens to us, we will say, it happens in threes. Yes. So it happens in threes. So we almost like expecting the next bad thing to happen. Or we work with the belief that I cannot ask for what I want. I have to be satisfied with what I want. I can't ask for more because I have to be grateful for what I have. So what we're doing is we are keep on pondering the thoughts that we call it our limiting beliefs, if you wish. But we keep on thinking about how impossible the system is and how difficult the system is and how challenging the system is, that in actual fact we are creating that reality, which shows us that the system works. So wouldn't it be a far better idea to put into the system, let our data input be how amazing the system is, how easy it is to create and to want to have that dream or that specific desire, or want to specifically ask for that miracle in my life. So perhaps focusing on, because the system works, it is what you focus on. So I really want to share with you 6 steps in accordance with the principles of manifestation that you can apply from today, that will just overrule those limiting beliefs that you thought is linked to manifestation. Hi, Kathy, welcome. Nice to see you here, all the way from Paris or France. Yes, still? Oh, I'm so glad you're joining us. Thank you. So, and please put your questions in the comments section and ask those questions and ask the things that you're battling with and what it is that you need guidance on with your manifestation tonight. And let's see if we can also receive some guidance this evening when we tune into the angels and ask them for their support and their assistance. So the first step, you may have heard so often when we talk about manifestation, is that clarity. Yes, be clear about what you want and be specific about what you want and know exactly what you want. The biggest mistake there with clarity is that we don't believe on a deep, deep level that we are truly worthy of it. So when we ask for what we want, it's kind of like overshadowed a little bit by compromise. So perhaps we really want that overseas holiday, for example, and we really want to travel to that destination that we've always dreamed about. But actually, on a deeper level, I think I cannot afford that. I must rather go for a holiday that is cheaper. It is like sometimes we feel we deserve a holiday in a hotel, but we opt for the camping option because it is cheaper, because we have trained our minds like that. And that often impacts the clarity when we ask, because when we ask for what it is that you wish to manifest, what is it that you dream about, what is that desire that you wish to create for yourself, we have to believe that it can be literally anything we want. It can be that you are deserving of abundance, that you are deserving of the good that life has to offer, that you don't have to compromise on what you want. And that is almost like the sponsoring thought, the deepest thought. When we speak about clarity, when you ask for what it is that you want, check your own heart, check your alignment to that and say, is this what I really want, or am I compromising? So be clear on what it is that you are seeking, and let that be your heart's desire, not because it is the right thing to do, not because it is die oordentlike ding om te doen, not because it is the more satisfied version, but because it is that you really want, and to know that, yes, I deserve this. And no matter what, I'm clear. This is what I want. I'm so clear. Have you ever had this feeling that you really want something, and it's something that you can't even explain? Perhaps it can be a car or a dress, and you don't know. It's almost like when you talk about it, or when you think about this dream that you have, you cannot explain it. And if you think about that, it's like money is not an option. You can't explain it. You have to have it, and money is not an option. Have you ever had a desire like that? Have you ever had a dream like that, or wanted that dress or that item, and you wouldn't care how much it was, you just wanted it so badly, and you were so clear on, that is what I want, and I can't explain it, I just want that? Well, let the same vibration, let the same emotions become attached to your dreams. I want to do what I love. This is the job that I want to do. I want to be a coach. I want to work with the angels. And you know, I can't explain it. It just makes my heart sing. It's just something that I have to do. Because when you have this emotional feeling, this vibrational alignment with what it is you're asking, you will be very clear. You will be very clear about what it is you want, what must it look like, what must it feel like, and it's almost like your entire being is in this reality already. Does that make sense? Hi Susan, thank you so much for joining in. Hi Esther, ek is bly jy het my gekry, baie dankie. Hello Brian. So when you are manifesting, one of the first steps, one of the first things to do is to be clear. More than clarity, be in vibrational alignment. Let that you wish to manifest, or that you are asking to receive, let it make your heart sing, let it make you excited. And when you think about it, you're almost in that reality already. There's not a shadow of doubt in your mind that yes, this is what you want. You can see yourself there. This is what you would love to do. That is the first step. The second step is to then work with visualization. Now, we've heard a lot about visualization, and sometimes in these journeys, I even have clients saying to me, I don't do visualization. I don't do vision boards. Bob Proctor said, what you can see on the screen of your mind, you can hold in your hand. Whatever system you use to visualize, whether it is a guided meditation, or whether it is a vision board, or whether it is images on your phone, like screenshots, whatever system you use, the point is to be in that movie, to make that movie so real that it actually becomes a part of you. You know, visualization is not only closing your eyes and imagining the reality. Visualization is being in that reality. It's when you visualize it, it's actually that you can taste it, you can feel the excitement, you can actually with all your senses, you can see the environment, you can smell the air, whatever it is where you are, it's part of your entire being. So if you use visualization, let that be such, let all your senses come alive. And it actually is so real, and you can create that reality because your mind is that powerful. So in the journey, we share a lot of rituals and different ways that you can bring it into your daily reality. For example, I have, hi Anna-Marie, I'm so glad to see you. Hi Kenneth, thank you so much. I have, for example, on my laptop screen, I have all the images of what I am creating. I have images of where I want to travel to. And I have images of what it is that I'm asking for this year. So every time I open my laptop and I sit with a cup of coffee, I just daydream. And every time when the screensaver comes up, I just daydream. So it is actually then it becomes a way of life. Where I go, I see this. So on my phone, I would have the background picture the same so that I look at it all the time. Why? Because that thing, that dream, that desire that you have, that you want so badly, that you think without a shadow of a doubt, that's mine, that's what I really, really want. And it's not about money for me, it is about the passion. And I can't explain why I want this, but I can feel it, I can live it. So when you bring about all those images constantly into your reality, you live there. You live there, you create it. The universe says, show me your vibration and I'll show you miracles. In what vibration are you living? Are you living in the vibration of what you are excited about? Or are you living in the vibration of lack and what is not possible? And you see, you can choose that reality. You can choose at any point in time in which vibration you are living in. And the more that you think about something, the more it becomes about. I want to give you a story. You know that sometimes, let's use the example of a TV series. Have you ever been hooked on a TV series? And eventually you are so hooked on the TV series that you almost find yourself thinking in the day, I wonder what happened to so-and-so. And then, you have to catch yourself that it's actually part of the TV series that you're watching. Can you see how powerful the mind is? Is that you actually brought that series into your existing reality and you actually start thinking about that series in your reality. Has that ever happened to you? That is how powerful visualization is. That is how powerful thoughts are. What you spend time with is what becomes your reality. What you spend thinking on, that becomes your reality. And you can choose those thoughts and what you spend time with. And that is why rituals and visualization is so very important for you. The third thing is to align your vibration to keep on believing. And I think in most of the journeys that I walk with people, it is almost that period between, okay, I've asked, now what? Or I've asked and I'm positive and I visualize, and then week 3, week 4, week 5, nothing happens. And I find myself falling back and becoming despondent. And the first thing I think is, what am I doing wrong? Why is this not working? Why is nothing happening? And we choose to go back into that spiral of lower vibration thinking. So the third thing that I want to share with you is to raise the vibration. There are so many ways that you can use to raise your vibration. And those are things like keeping positive, staying positive, and most importantly, to go with what is happening. Sometimes when there's a pause, sometimes when nothing is happening, there's a very good reason for it. So from this period when we start asking and we start pondering and thinking a new reality, and that is where we spend our time, to the point that we actually receive the evidence, that is called the flow. And the most important thing that you have to do is to stay in the flow, to not resist it. So when things are up, you ride with the wave. When things are down, when things are quiet, you stay there. You ride that time out. But you keep the faith. You never lose the faith. And you know what? if what you are creating, if you are vibrationally aligned with it, if you want it so badly, if you are excited about it, if you are in love with it, if your heart calls for it, if it makes your heart sing, if you cannot explain anything else but that it's really, 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 really what you want and you know that you deserve it, you will keep the faith. It's only on the things that we compromise, on the things that we feel less satisfied with, that we lose the faith and we get despondent. So keep the faith. And when we say keep the faith, it means go with what reality unfolds for you as you go. So we understand that when there's a pause, I trust, I receive the pause. When there is an upward spiral, I go with it, I run with it. When there's a downward spiral, I have to listen. I have to receive the downward spiral. I have to go with what is being presented at me. Why? Because I know that the universe has got this and they're with me on this journey. So when it's low, instead of questioning, instead of going downward spiral, I actually go into acceptance, and then I go, thank you for the pause. What is the downward spiral showing me? Let me become silent and receive guidance as to what my next step is. And in doing so, I will maintain my vibration of trust. I will maintain my vibration of faith. I will maintain my vibration of clarity. There are many ways that you can raise your vibration when you are feeling low, because we all are sometimes impacted by circumstances. We do get despondent, we do get anxious, we do get tired, we do get fatigued. It's not so much the fact that those things happen to us, but it is how we respond to them. And at any point in time, I can decide how long I stay negative. I can decide how long I stay despondent. I can decide how long I am the victim, or I can decide, thank you for this period showing up. I accept it. I lean into it. I breathe into it. And then I go, what are my next steps? What am I learning here? What am I receiving here? So in other words, this step reminds you to go with the flow, to follow the flow of the universe, all the while maintaining your clarity, maintaining that vibrational alignment of excitement, maintaining that visualization, but going with the flow, going with what is. That is also the fifth step, is holding your vision, holding that intention, that no matter what happens, I plug into a manifestation system that works, that really, really works. And if I plug into it and it really works, I must make sure that I'm plugging into the positive, into the good that there can possibly come. In that today, the daily message was all about from here on in, it can only get better. So very often when things look different to what expected, when things go negative, when things look challenging, we always go and we affirm things are bad, things are hard, life is challenging. It's so difficult, it's not working out for me. But how about affirming from here on in, it can only get better. From here on in, it can only get better. What are you doing? You are recreating your thoughts and plugging into the system to ricochet that reality back to you. If I keep on saying from here on in, things can only get better, things can only get better, it has to return to me in that way, because my thoughts are only upon things can only get better. From here on in, things can only get better. So when we say hold your vision, hold the intention, it means that hold the intention of that which you are asking. And once you have asked, you keep the vibration of faith. And when you are low, and when you are negative, and when you get despondent, you move that into the flow of where you are, and you turn it around to receive the learning, to receive the guidance on the next steps, and then you're back on track again. So in other words, you're plugging into the system so that it works for you, so that it can bring about that which you are asking. You are an abundant child of God. You are an abundant child of the universe. And abundance is your birthright. So what is abundance to you? Abundance is an abundance of faith, an abundance of love, an abundance of joy, an abundance of happiness, and an abundance of wisdom, an abundance of money, an abundance of love. That is your birthright. And the whole system is designed to present that to you. And whatever you have learned or created up until this point, what are you recalling? So up until this point, if there was only negative, if there was only struggle, if there was only difficulty, then you recall that all the time. It means that you bring that into remembrance. So every time I remember something, I recall it into this moment, so it will recreate itself because we're creating the present moment. So the simplicity of this system is to really have the faith and trust and believe that this is your birthright. And once you have asked, you will receive in accordance with your asking. The last point I want to share with you. Hi, Kate. Hi, Jill. Tracy, welcome. Your little girl is beautiful. Haven't seen you for so long. The last point I want to share with you is the taking action part. A lot of clients during their journeys often get confused in terms of going with the flow and taking action. And what do I need to do to make it happen? And do I just sit back and I wait? Do I actively work on it? What action do I take? Because I don't want to orchestrate how this will happen. It must happen. You know, the amazing thing of being in the flow, the amazing thing of following the flow of your life without resistance is that the right people and the right opportunities will be presented to you. Always. When you take action are those moments when something appears in your inbox, when an opportunity appears, when a change happens. And what is the first thing that we do when something happens that's out of the ordinary? We doubt it, right? We doubt it. We question whether it's the right thing, yes? And then we halt the process. So the action we take is we follow up on the ideas we receive. We follow up on the opportunities that present itself. That is the action that we take. We follow up. You know, once you start this manifestation journey, you will receive so many ideas and you will perhaps be connected to people. And in the beginning, you think, this has got nothing to do with what I've asked. Or this doesn't make sense. Why should I meet this person? It's got nothing to do with what I'm asking. But the point is to take the action. The point is to follow up. And what must stay will stay. And what must go will go. And there's a very necessary reason for that connection. And it might not be clear before the time, but it will become clear as you go. We do receive the guidance. We do receive the ideas and the inspiration. It's just that we doubt ourselves because we first want to know if it's the right thing. You know, most of the time, the right thing presents itself only after it has happened. And the only barometer I can go with, the only barometer I can follow is how badly do you want this? Yes, how badly do you want this? The second thing when we receive guidance or opportunities is to really check in with my vibrational alignment and go, yes, I can't explain this, but I need to do this. This is my next step. Receive a sounding board, check in with a sounding board, take a day or two to sleep on it and decide. But it's a very good thing to always say yes when something presents itself. Because once you have asked, once you plug in to this manifestation system, things will start happening. Things will either change, things will fall by the wayside, and some things will continue. And as we always say, one very important point is rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. So if you've been rejected in a proposal, if you have been rejected with a specific opportunity, follow and trust that everything is working out exactly as it should. And then you keep the faith. You keep the faith. You hold the intention. You hold the vision. You consistently and continuously fill your life, fill your mind, fill up your heart with images of that which you are creating. And it's not only the images that we see, but you consistently keep applying the vibrational alignment to it. What is the vibrational alignment to it? I can see it, I can touch it, I can feel it, I can hear people talking about it. And that is how you fill up your existing reality with that which you are creating. So very quickly, the 6 steps. The first step is clarity. Yes. The second step is the visualization and being in there. The third step is aligning that visualization with hearing, seeing, feeling, and tasting it. Yes. The fourth step is to have absolute faith in its arrival. To know that you know that you know that no matter what happens, it will arrive. Yes, the fifth step is to then keep on holding that intention. And when something happens that unplugs you from the system, to plug back into it. And the last step is to take the action as you are guided. Do what you need to do to make it happen in the flow. Follow the flow and don't resist it. Because you know that you always get everything you ask for. We know that our thoughts shape our reality. And it's just a matter of where we are plugging in. So I really trust that you've enjoyed the short snippet on manifestation. Are there any questions that you would like to ask me? And if there's anybody that would like a message, I'm sure we can do 1 or 2 messages as we close off this evening. But what is it that you perhaps are asking? What is it that you would like to know more about manifestation? And on that note, I'm just going to go back to the page here. If there are any questions, you can ask them now, and to just see if I can get the comments from this side. It's so wonderful that you are all joining me and tuning in. And also, I have a divine guidance coaching journey where I can walk this journey with you. It's a 7-week journey where we meet once a week or once every second week, and I manifest with you. And we do the guided meditations together. And every week there's a new toolkit, there's a new guideline, there's a new meditation that you follow. So at the end of the six weeks, it becomes your way of life. It becomes your way of being. So I will include the link to this journey in this Facebook Live. The journey is called From Compromising to Creating. So how often do we compromise on the things that we want? How often do we put others first? Or we go the less satisfied route because it's the right thing to do? So it's a journey where we can understand and apply the principles of manifestation and abundance. And also, more importantly, when you hit those periods of, the period between asking and receiving, that period that we mostly battle with, why isn't anything happening? Why isn't anything happening? That is where I've got you, where I hold your hand and we walk this journey together. And together, you are empowered to act in accordance with flow and guidance as it happens. And that is why I have decided to do these journeys one-on-one, because everybody's realities unfold differently. And if there's any sponsoring thought, and if there's any limiting belief that pops up while you're on this journey, then we turn it around, then we plug it into a new vibration. Yes, Gwen, thank you so much. I think we all know that feeling. And I think especially, for mothers, we're so used to serving and we're so used to putting our families and our children first, which is a gift, which is an amazing blessing and an honor. And you do have to know at this point that you can have both. You can be serving, you can be an unconditional mother, you can give to others. And here's the secret, tada, let's reveal it. You can receive yourself too. Whilst you are giving to others, you are also allowed to receive. How amazing is that? Who would have known? So you can, but it's about stepping in and taking that and feeling worthy of it and say, I deserve this no matter what. Because you know what? We all deserve to receive. You deserve to receive. And the system is there and it works for you. All you have to do is to tap into it. And the reason why it sometimes doesn't work is because we just tap into the default negative system. Yes. So, and this divine guidance coaching journey is relaunched. It's revamped. There's amazing new sessions in it. New tools, you get your own reflection journal that you make the notes. You also receive the guided meditations that you can use and keep to use whenever. And even when the journey ends with me, the journey continues because you have all the tools, you have the processes. And I absolutely enjoy walking this journey with people because we can see actual results. How amazing is that? So I really want to wish you all love and wish you blessings and wish you abundance. And I really want to say from the bottom of my heart that you deserve all the abundance this life has to offer, and that you deserve to do what you love. You deserve to be surrounded by things you love, and you deserve to enjoy this earthly experience. So we will upload this Facebook Live on my YouTube channel. Michelle Vogt is the YouTube channel. I'll upload it there. Whenever you get despondent, whenever you lose a little bit of faith along the way, you are welcome to replay it and make notes and make it a part of your reality and just be reminded. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for that comment, Gwen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate all of you, and I trust you have an amazing manifestation journey going forward. Thank you so much for listening. Bye, everybody.